Hey everyone, Tech Gamer here. So in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to beat Zoma's castle in Dragon Warrior 3. So as you can see, I'm doing a quick status check here. So the hero is at level 41, soldier is at level 40, my sage is at level 37, and my priest is at level 40. Pretty much have all the strongest weapons and armors you can get for these particular characters in the game, and 99% of my spells. For items here, as you can see, just a quick show here. The wizard is holding the Spear of Light. And we have 2 wizard rings, which are very important. So, what I like to do is go to Ramaldor and walk to Zoma's castle from there. So let's go ahead and go into Ramaldor and just stay at the inn, because I did use a little bit of magic power to cast return to get me here. I came here from Tantagal. So, by this point in the game, you should have already visited Zoma's castle at least once and gotten the treasures that are inside. There is a wizard ring in there. The Sage's Stone is in there. The couple of other pretty good items that I do recommend you always have. So, to get to Zoma's castle, for those who don't know, it is basically west of Ramaldor. And to get there, you need to use the rainbow drop to form the bridge. So we've already done that because I've already been to Zoma's castle once. You'll see that I will probably fight some of these fights and run from others depending on the level of the guys I'm fighting. I don't want to expel too much magic power during my fighting, because while I can use the wizard rings, they do break. So I can fight like this, I'll fight, because these guys are pretty easy. And I can probably clear through them in one round. 2 rounds, I guess it is. So, there we go. Guys have been defeated. And we're continuing on our way. I think I'm just going to run. So as you can see, we are now heading west. For everybody who remembers, this game is a precursor to the events of the original Dragon Warrior for the Nintendo Entertainment System. So some of this probably looks familiar. Goopies are pretty easy. I'll just fight these guys. Goopies call for reinforcements a lot, which could be good and bad. Good in that it gives you lots of experience, which at this point, which I'm not really concerned about. Bad in that they tend to cause some of the bigger guys to come help them. So, just to reiterate, ideally by this point in the game, all of your party should be at least level 40, with the exception of a sage. He can be level 37, 35 or higher. Mine's at 37, so I'm okay with where I'm at right now. And this is about the rough area where you can pretty easily, quote unquote, beat the game. There are people who can beat it at level 35. It's a little challenging. I prefer that level 40 or higher for the majority of your party. So, as you can see, here was the Rainbow Bridge, which we've already put in place because I've already been to Zoma's castle. These guys are pretty easy. We'll just knock through them here real quick. I'm okay with using some magic because I'm keeping in mind that I do have wizard rings, but you need to use them sparingly because they do break. But as long as I get to Zoma, I can use them right before it, and if they break, then I don't care. This is a fight you should consider running from. Just because while these guys aren't really strong, as you can see, they can beat on you pretty hard. Which in turn, you have to cast heal, which in turn uses magic power. Okay. After I get past this poison swamp here, I'll probably heal. Troll Kings, I recommend running. You can get Thor's sword from them, but I've already got a better weapon than that, so I'm good. Definitely recommend that you have the Spear of Light for the Zoma fight. It's not needed, but it's highly recommended. And if you don't have it, you can go ahead and watch one of my previous videos. It shows you how to get the Spear of Light. Just casted heal us there. It's looking pretty good. So here we are at Zoma's castle. So when you first enter, you start out obviously on the ground floor, and similar to the castle in Dragon Warrior 1, you go down. Green Dragon should look familiar to everyone if you played Dragon Warrior 1. Hydras are not very difficult. Your father, Ortega, died at the hands of the King Hydra. Now, because I've already visited Zoma's castle, you won't see the cutscene between Ortega and the King Hydra, just because it doesn't replay if you leave once you get through it and leave the castle. So, got beat up a little bit there. Just got to do a quick heal up here. So the best way to do this is to use the hero's magic and cast heal all. And we can go ahead and keep going. I'm not so worried about the soldier because I can heal him a little bit. He's got really good defense. Okay, so here there would normally be a door, and when you walk into here, there are 3 rows of 2 statues, and up at the front here is a stone block blocking your way. As you walk through each set of stone statues, you have to fight them off. But I've already done that, so I'm going to go ahead here and search for the steps. I think it's actually one down. I think it's right here. There it is. Gosh, a stairway. These guys are pretty easy. I can just fight them off here. And there they are again. Thank you, Dragon Warrior 3 randomization. It's all about balance at this point. You want to try and balance how much you fight and the magic points so that you don't suck through all your magic points. So I think this floor here is the trickiest of floors, and no matter how, excuse me, no matter how many times I played this game, I still get confused by this part. So let's see if we can do this. So the things are, all the pathways, if it's left and right, the controls are opposite of what you see. And in this case, they're all left and right, as you can see by the darkened grids. So you have to press alternating controls. If it says it's right, it's like up and down. And up will move you. It's so confusing. So it's trial and error. So if the light side of the arrow is pointing one way, it's down. And if it's pointing another way, it's up to move you the ways you need to go. Or left and right. There's a set pattern to it. If you look at my video when we go up the tower west of Cole, I have a pretty good demonstration in there of how to do this. We need to get to the center path. So we're just going to keep working our way through this here. I'm actually doing pretty good. Doing a quick status check here. Careful, careful, got it. If you fall down into the pit, you have to do this all over again. So we're trying to avoid that. Okay, oh, got it. Oh, wrong way. Oh. And wrong way. And opposite of that should be this. Got it. Fortunately, we only have to do that once. Doing a quick status check here. I'm looking pretty good. I probably should heal the hero or the soldier at some point, but I'm okay for now. Salamanders are pretty easy at this point. Should be able to hit him in kill him in one round. There we go. They give really good experience. If you're looking to get up levels really quick to fight Zoma, there's a couple of places you can do it. I prefer to do it around Ramaldor because there are a lot of metal babbles there, and your chances of running into them are pretty good. You get more than one too. So if you use your sage or your wizard and cast Be Dragon, you won't be able to attack the first round for that character, but the second round, the wizard or sage will breathe fire and wipe out anybody on the field, which if they're metal babbles, they'll die instantly. So you get like 12,000 experience per metal babble. The other place to fight around is inside Zoma's castle. Or you can also go to the Cave of the Necrogrond. The guys are a little easier there, but they do give a pretty significant amount of experience, and you can level up pretty quickly. You'll read stuff online about that you should be at like level 45 to fight Zoma. That's not true. You can do this at level 35 to 40 easily. 35 being the harder, 40 being like the medium-ish. And I have not yet even tried to fight Zoma. This will be my first time. These guys you gotta be careful of. I think they attack twice. I'm gonna go ahead and run here. And continuing on, this is the cutscene coming up where you will see your father. I've already done it, unfortunately, because I came through here to get the treasure chests, but it would occur right here. And everybody who remembers, I can give you the backstory. Ortega was fighting the dragon in the upper world and fell into a volcano. Everyone thought he perished. He didn't. He actually fell down into the dark world where we're at right now and somehow made his way into Zoma's castle, where he ultimately perished fighting the King Hydra. And he doesn't realize that you're his son or daughter, depending on which gender you choose at the beginning of the game. So he tells you to go back and tell your mother that he perished, not knowing who you were, which is sad. Okay. So if you go through this door and go down, there are 4 very good treasure chests down there, which I highly recommend you visit. But for us, we've already done that, so we're going to continue on. And we are coming up on Zoma's lair, chamber, whatever you want to call it. It's right down these steps. So we have to fight 3 bosses to get through here. This is his like altar of sacrifice or something he calls it. You'll see in a second here. So I'm going to go ahead here and start my healing procedures. Getting through these 3 henchmen guys are not very difficult. So we're going to use the wizard's ring just to bring up the magic power a little bit. Gotta be really careful how much you use these because they'll break. That should be good enough. Yeah, I'll use it one more time. Why not? It shouldn't break yet. Good. I'm happy with that. Status check here. Alright, here we go. So, when we step on here, flames appear. And there is Zoma. An altar of offering. I called it sacrifice. I knew it was something like that. He basically says, as usual, he's going to destroy the world, and for some reason these people want to destroy the world that they live on too. Alright, here comes the first mini-boss before the real boss, the King Hydra. So, I typically like to do my usual of cast increase and cast speed up the first time with the Pilgrim. Now, increase will increase defense power for all party members. Speed up will increase agility. I pretty much will do this every boss fight. And then after, I will use sap. Sap works on a majority of the bosses. Let's see if it works on this guy. And it does. 50 points is better than none. I like to cast increase at least a couple of times. It doesn't use a lot of magic points, and it just makes the fighting that much easier. Especially for your less defensive characters, such as the Sage or the Priest. King Hydra has been defeated. And now, it's a little confusing here because it doesn't actually tell you what to do. You look like you're on top of this little pedestal-like thing, but in reality, you can just walk down from it, which is, I presume there's steps on the other side, but it doesn't look like it. So the next fight is Barramus Bomas. It's presumed, I guess this is the zombie of Barramus that we fought up on the upper world before. You can see they get stronger. He attacks twice and casts flames and breathes fire and attacks twice and stuff like that. So I'm just going to use the hero to heal, fight with him, and we'll do a heal us to heal, just give everybody else a little bit of healing here. And thinking. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Yeah, I'm going to use by kill on the soldier. And I'll have him cast heal us. So by kill is also a very good spell to use for fighting bosses. You've seen me use it in the past. It basically doubles your attack power. So it's highly recommended to use, especially when you cast sap or defense. We'll go ahead now and cast by kill on this hero. And sap. Wow, 200 points. So you can see this guy, he packs a pretty good wallop. He's beaten. So there is one more, which is Barramus Bomas, which is just basically his bones, if I remember correctly. So we'll go ahead and just do our heal us here. Probably need that one more time. And we can just do a heal more with the hero. I didn't have to do heal all of it. Oh well, that's fine. Whatever. Okay. We should be good. The wizard's magic's a little slow. Barramus Bomas. This guy is the same deal. We're going to cast the same spells. Oh, excuse me. Do my increase and speed up. And we'll just continue our same pattern here. Use the pilgrim as a healing, use the wizard for by kill. This guy should be dead any minute. There he goes. So we have defeated 3 of Zoma's henchmen. And now we are ready to fight Zoma, but first we need to do our typical healing. So I'm going to use the hero's magic power here to heal, and the wizard's, because I'm going to use wizard rings. Just do one heal more. Alright, so everybody's at full power for hit points. Now we just need to use the wizard rings. So here's where they're probably going to break. So we'll use them as much as possible, and if they break, they break. But we should be okay. That one broke. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is transfer this to the wizard. Transfer back to the priest. I have a feeling it's going to break. Yeah, there it broke. And that's okay. We should have enough to do this. Alright, so here we go. We're going to fight Zoma. So the trick to this guy is to try and suppress his abilities as soon as possible, but that's difficult because he casts this one spell that removes your statuses that you've put on yourself. So if you do increase it, his spells remove it. He will cast it periodically. So we're going to do speed up. As you can see, he hits pretty hard. So the trick I like to do is heal us all with the hero. Sometimes you can even put Zoma to sleep. In this case, I did not. So we just did the Spear of Light, which what that does is it basically drops the shroud of darkness that's around him and makes him easier to fight. So I'm doing the same pattern. What I'm going to do here is use Heal Us All with the hero. I'm going to do Buy Kill with the wizard. And after this round, we'll start concentrating our attacks. Sap does not always work on Zoma, but sometimes I try it. Heal Us All is great, but you can only use it like once because it's just the amount of magic power it consumes is a lot. But so Sap worked good. So as you can see, Zoma hits, there it is. When he does that, it nullifies the power of any spells you've done on yourself. So you need to keep casting them over and over again. So with the wizard, we're going to go ahead here and do Buy Kill again. And with the priest, I'll probably try Sap one more time. Just makes this fight infinitely easier. Nice hits. Good. So as you can see, the Buy Kill was dropped, so we have to cast it again. First I'm going to do Increase, because as you can see, this guy packs a wallop. Use the hero to heal myself, and we'll cast Buy Kill again, and we'll try Sap one more time. So as you can see, the increases that I've done have definitely helped lower the amount of hit points and damage that I take. Okay, so this round we should be able to go on the offensive here. So let's go ahead and do Increase one more time. We're going to attack with the two offensive party members, cast Increase, and Sap. And we should be able to beat this guy soon. So as you can see, when I cast Sap there, it said 0 hit points lowered, and he's already drained as much defense as we're going to get. So we're going to use the wizard now to do a Heal Us, and we'll cast Heal Us with the priest as well. I have a feeling one more round might take him out. Just for good measure, we're going to do heal us and heal us. And just keep continuing our offensive. And there we go, Zoma has been defeated. We have now completed Dragon Warrior 3 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Here basically Zoma says we've beaten him, and he gives us a warning that someone else is going to come after him. And if you're familiar with the Dragon Warrior timeline, that one other entity is the Dragon Lord from Dragon Warrior 1. So now that we have beaten the game, it's time to leave Zoma's castle. So as we can start to walk out, we'll see that the place is starting to collapse around us. And we have nowhere to go. So we are actually dropped back into the cave northwest of Tantagal. Now, they don't really tell you what to do here, so you kind of have to figure it out. As you can see, you can't cast outside, which I just tried. And if you walk back into here, basically spits you back out. So that says to me that we need to walk outside of get out of the cave the old-fashioned way. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And the plus side is we don't get attacked. So as you can see, the area is starting to disappear behind us, and that is because it's presumed to be collapsing in on itself. This cave that we're in now actually is the cave in Dragon Warrior 1, where the hero Edric, me in this game, is actually buried. So we just need to continue our walkway out. You just gotta go here, go up, go left, and up these steps. Something's going on. So what we just heard was the sky closing above us, which means that we have restored the light to this area, but we are now trapped in the underworld, which becomes the main world in Dragon Warrior 1. Okay, so as we head back to Tantagal, I will go ahead and leave everyone to watch the ending of Dragon Warrior 3 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. If you would please click that like button and subscribe to my channel, that would be super awesome. And I will see everybody soon. Thanks a lot, everyone.